Hello creation, I hope you're well. I've just written this. It's called A Soul to Soul Convergence. In an instant I did grow as the kindling to the spark. In a rather unexpected turn of synchronicital events, the soul carried to pastures new, which no old version of self could have foreseen, not to mention, possibly prevent. I was informed by intuition of your imminent arrival. Yet the doubting Thomas ego self spoke up, fearing for its survival. Oh dear. Yours was a voice of recognition, but not of one within this current lifetime, I must add. A soul-to-soul convergence, one for the good and not for the bad. There has been a universal calling for the emergence of such souls to fulfill their divine mission and to teach of their earthly roles. Sands of time are passing, and with cycles now completed, the new world leaders are to emerge to enlighten those who feel defeated. A story to be told is the calling now to hand, and 'tis those of resignation who are to rise and take the stand. The peoples of the populace shall find their voice again, ascending with the guidance of the keepers of the flame. For the flame of light is precious and burns deep within our essence. 'Tis only by prolonged arduous test that we were detached from this holy presence. When deliverance is promised, yet delayed by our own hand, we must look toward the way of ease if we are to reach the promised land. And when we are delivered to that of which we asked, we reap all of the godly goods as each removes its mask. The new doorway is opened, revealing that hidden within the gloom. 'Tis the calling for the cleansing, so let's see the dust fly with that broom, baby. Let's see the dust fly with that broom. For those within the system, there is a hopeful day ahead. Avenues of new possibilities opening up, giving choice to change, to lead rather than being led. Co-creative endeavours bring a wealth of happiness, love, trust, faith, hope and belief. To all, this is a most welcomed arrival that puts global unrest at ease. So what to call the endeavour? Questions flow with a vigour renewed. Well, I'm trusting of my guiding light. I'll know what it is that I have to do. A most important culmination of events one could not predict. The shifting sands of time may change, but it's the self one does restrict. To open possibility, the mind must not be blinkered. Embrace the change. Release the fear. You must control the thinker. If not, the mind doth wander and can wreak havoc in our daily life. This brings unrest and dis-ease that can cut the soul as like the knife. A soul-to-soul convergence calls for love, trust and respect. And if you are blessed enough to be given this opportunity, the other soul you must respect. Sit you down in silence and listen to all they say. Neutral, non-judgmental is the only path there is to take. When comes the end of journey in a story to be told, shall be one of the alchemists who brought humanity in from the cold. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. And then at the bottom, actually, in speech marks, I've just put, we have to feel to heal. We have to feel to heal. And it's true, isn't it? Because without feeling, there can be no healing. Because without feeling, there can be no healing, can there? If we don't feel it, we can't heal it. It's true. Excuse me while I have a slurp of my chai and me cup of me out of it. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love my chai, you well know. So, I've seen the light. I've also seen the cobwebs that are on the light. Synchronicities. We can be blessed with another expression of consciousness. At any moment. You know, so many can take for granted the presence of an other. At times we need that time out to ourselves, to distance ourselves, to isolate ourselves, so that we can work through what we need to work through. You know, and that time, as in my case, can be forced upon. You know, that's like spirit picking you up by the scruff of the neck and saying, right, well, you're going here because you need this to learn. You know, and some things seemingly are out of our control. Are we ever in control? That's a great question. Are we? Are we? It's debatable. That we have free will. But I think when it comes to a point where that's it, you're stagnated now, you need to be elsewhere, doors will open. Expressions of consciousness will be introduced into your current life experience for whatever reason that may be. And that can happen at any time. Anytime, day or night. It can. And there are many reasons why expressions of consciousness come into your reality. Mostly, and mainly, should I say, it's for you both, whether you realise it or not, to help each other. And that will be to grow, to heal. However, whatever form it is, there's a reasoning behind it. It's not to be taken for granted, I don't think. It's a privilege. That's as I see it. If we can help another, in essence we're helping ourselves, aren't we? Because we're all part of the collective consciousness anyway. But if we can help another to heal, in that helping itself, we're helping ourselves to heal. Yeah. So if you find yourselves in that situation, please just don't see it as nothing short of a privileged position that you're in where you can help others, or it's a privilege that the others are actually helping you. You know, life's a privilege. We just need to know how to live it and not take it for granted. Anyway, that's it for now. So I'll try and get one done tomorrow. Alright, take care.